compromising when Adam Rank is coming on. We give him his due. We give him his remedy. He texted me 2 days ago and was like, dude, when am I coming on? And it took me a minute before I even understood why he was saying it. It is because the journey of the relationship between Adam Rank of NFL Network, the journey of the relationship between him and the Bay Area fan base, which started 3 years ago with the prediction of 3-13, followed by that same team going to the Super Bowl. What an evolution it's been, Adam Rank, until we get to what we're now hearing today. How are you, my friend?
What's going on, my brother? So happy to be on with you. Yeah, it has been an incredible journey. One that I have walked hand in hand with you. You've helped, heal, mend the relationship that was strained a few years ago. And now I'm here partly for a number of reasons, Mark. And sorry, Dibs, I don't mean to leave you out as well. But,
no. I'm like a third wheel right now. I'm like Bobby Brady in that famous date where he put the umbrella through the soft top. But go ahead.
No, get in our That 70s Show circle, Dibs. You're right in here. We'll pass it straight to you. Take your time. Everything's good.
No. It's all good. I just, it's funny because one of the reasons I reached out was because, I obviously am picking the 49ers to win this weekend. And then you still get people, I don't know, I feel like it's, people who have been on an island for a number of years who are like, no, you're jinxing us. You're going the other. I'm like, first of all, I picked you guys last week when I went 5-1, mind you. And we're way past this. I understand 3-13 will be part of my legacy forever. Because George Kittle tweeted out that photo. He has, and it's fine. It's always going to be part of it. But realize I've been okay. I've been okay with my picks, and I know this goes beyond me being a bitter Bears fan or anything like that, because I want you to know that before the season, I picked the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl. So I've been a huge believer in this squad. They just happen to be going up this week against my arch nemesis. But still, I've never been more confident in this 49ers team than I am right now.
Well, let's take the anti-Packer hatred out of it as a Bears fan. What about this Niner team makes you feel so not nonplussed, but plussed about their chances?
Well, I'll give you a quick, if I can do a three-pronged approach. I think number one,
prongs.
It's the ability the 49ers have to create pressure. Now, obviously, they do a lot of four-man fronts and rush with four guys, which Rodgers is good at, but the 49ers are different. You can get pressure with their four guys. Aaron Rodgers, his completion percentage goes from 75% down to 35% when he's pressured. His passer rating goes from 122 down to 53 when he's pressured. You can get to him. You can disrupt him. This is something the 49ers have done a lot. Number two, there is no answer for Deebo Samuel, who I feel became a thing in that Week 5 game against the Packers. The Packers have allowed the third highest rushing yards per attempt this season. They're miserable in the red zone. I think that's where the 49ers are going to shine. And by the way, I think I need to point out the 49ers are 3-0 against Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. I know that a lot of Packer fans love to bury their heads in the sand on this issue, but the truth is the 49ers have owned this team, and it stems from Kyle Shanahan and his ability to beat the Packers.
Adam Rank, NFL Network, NFL.com, and it's not just a prediction that the 49ers are going to beat the Packers. There are bold predictions within the prediction. Guys, can we hear what Adam Rank said on NFL Network just a couple days ago?
Deebo Samuel will outrush the entire Green Bay Packers in a 49ers
disrespect to Aaron Jones.
I don't care who I'm disrespecting.
A.J. Dillon say what?
Let me tell you something right now. Aaron Rodgers has never beaten this team. It is not going to happen this weekend. The 49ers are a physical team. They are actually built for the cold more than the Green Bay Packers, and Deebo Samuel is going to run wild.
Okay, there it is. I agree with one of your co-hosts there. That's hot. That's hot. Deebo outrushes the whole Packers team, Adam.
Yes, sir. I'm in. Listen, I love this Deebo Samuel guy. We did a Stardom Sit 'em show. It was a digital show. And I think it might have been like right at the beginning of the season. I think it was right around week 3 or 4, maybe heading into that Packers game, where I said I would get the ball into Debo's hands at least 30 times. Like I want him and Kittle. Like, as a matter of fact, I think my whole point was like, just, you know what? I know there's a quarterback controversy, sort of. Like, just direct snap it to Debo, run the Wildcat with him and Kittle, and I don't think you would stop this team. They would be like, this $1 million backfield, like a team from the 40s, where you're just like, we can't stop these players. So I am supremely confident in Debo.
I love it. The student body right, student body left. It's hilarious to think about. You put Kittle and Juszczyk in front of him, you go full house, and you dare him to try to bring it down 215 pounds of Debo. How about Brandon Ayuk as a quiet, actual receiving threat for Jimmy Garoppolo, broken as he may be?
You know what? That's one of the things is Brandon Ayuk didn't really perform well when Kittle and Debo were on the field. He was the third option. Some might even say the fourth option because they do like to throw the ball to Kyle Juszczyk. And then as Debo started getting more involved in the running game, and they took, I guess you could say they took targets away, but they were there was a redistribution in the way that they got the ball to Debo Samuel, and that really opened it up for Brandon Ayuk. And I think for a lot of fantasy enthusiasts, you'll look at this and be like, this is frustrating. We can't count on this guy. But as we saw last week, he still has that ability to make that back-breaking catch that's just so annoying. You're like, oh, my gosh, of course this guy's going to come in at the least opportune moment. And I don't want to compare him to some of the all-time greats. I wish I had a better example than John Taylor, because I think that John Taylor was like such a special player that I hate to hoist that onto anybody. But I remember, like, growing up, like, Jerry Rice was so good, but then it was like John Taylor was always making these huge plays. He had, like, 2 90-yard receptions against the Rams in a Monday night game when I was, like, 10 years old. He obviously had the winner against the Bengals in their second Super Bowl, they beat the Bengals. Like, and I think that Brandon could be that type of player where it's like he's just super annoying to other teams that you don't like. He's always the guy who can make that big catch. I've liked him since his days down in Tempe. So I think he could be a real factor for you this weekend.
The Ayuk-John Taylor comp just gave me a whole lot of feels. I want to tell you that. Speaking of feels, I wonder if you could help me with something, Adam, because the 49ers and Packers, they have a lot of playoff history, as we know. You pointed out that it was all the way back to the Brett Favre days, the last time the Packers had any success. But I made the comment earlier this week, like you go into the stands in Wisconsin, everybody's friendly. It's just overweight people with cheese on their heads. It's not the Cowboys. I have a hard time hating the Packers the same way I hate the Cowboys. Yet you, a Bears fan, I bet you find it really easy. Can you help 49er fans whose angst was really built up high for Dallas last week, and this doesn't feel as bad? Can you help us out with something?
Well, let me tell you something to everybody in the Bay Area right now. I know those people in Green Bay seem like the pleasant type. Oh gosh, oh golly. I want you to understand one thing. They truly believe that you do not know football. They don't think that you're real fans. They don't think that you deserve to have the success that you have had. I know that the Green Bay Packers like to paint themselves as title town, but understand they have won 2 championships in my lifetime. So much of that becomes, even pre-Lombardi, so much of that is in the past, and they think they have this superiority complex. So don't be fooled by their niceness. Oh, they offered you a brat. Don't think that they're good people just because of that. They think they're better than you. They don't think that you have any business being at a football game. They think you're soft. They think they probably don't like Barry Bonds. There's a lot of things going on with those people, and I don't want you to let your guard down for a second. I will sit here like a sentinel watching over it, letting you know they do not respect you. Do not give them that respect back.
I love that, Adam. That's
really
perfect. I did, actually, because it kind of was evoking for me my feelings about New York as the, quote, mecca of basketball, where they've won just the one chip. And it was probably before your lifetime with Dave DeBusschere, because you're a little bit younger than I am. But some of that smug Titletown USA stuff, I think we can play off at, Adam.
Oh, my gosh. When you go, I have a friend who's a Packers beat writer, or he's a Packers, reporter, and he took a photo from some bar that he was in, and it was like, oh, Titletown, and it had all the years. It was like a painting on the wall, like all the years the Packers had won. And I looked at it, and I just was dumbfounded. I'm like, oh, my God, they've won in, 2012, 1995, 94, 96. And you're like, oh, my God, they have not won. Like, they have one more. Like, it's weird for me to put my head around. I'm like, they have one more Super Bowl win than the Bears in my lifetime. And yet I let them run their mouth repeatedly. Like this Packers fan base honestly believes, and this will help you too get your mind right. They think the Packers, this is how bad it is. They think that they're the Lakers of the NFL.
Oof.
That's how they view the world. And it's like, bro, you're the Mavericks. Okay. You've had these generational talents come to your team that nobody really appreciates. And yet you got one title out of it. Like, don't for a second think that you're in that class. Like, you certainly don't measure up to the 49ers, and you hardly measure up. You barely measure up to the Giants. So stop it. Stop it, Packer fans. And I need you guys just to go down there, put them in their place. Then Aaron Rodgers can go pout for another entire offseason. They can franchise tag Devontae Adams, and he can mail it in next year. And I can't wait for all of this.
And that's Adam Rank from NFL Network and NFL.com. I'm making a T-shirt. Bro, you're the Mavericks. That was the line for me.
Pretty good.
It's going to resonate in my head while I'm watching this on a Saturday night. I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to text it to people I know in Wisconsin. Those snooty Wisconsin people. Bad on me for thinking they were nice, Adam Rank. They're snooty. They're entitled. It's not Titletown. It's Entitled Town.
Entitled Town. Yeah, dog. Now you got that? Now you're there?
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for doing it.
Hey, thanks for having me. Good luck this weekend. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you on the other side.
You darn right. That's Adam Rank, NFL Network and NFL.com, and it's already been brought in. That's all I have to say after that.